From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, the weekend is finally here. Hopefully you've got some great plans for the weekend. And for those of you that are in a hurry and just want the forecast in a couple of minutes, well, that's what Kruger's QuickCast is for. After Kruger's QuickCast, we will go into much more detail that I'm known for, and of course go into that longer range as well. So let's start off with what we expect tonight. And it's going to be a cold night tonight. Temperatures in the 30s for most of us in the valley, teens and 20s to the north and east, 20s off to the west, 30s out towards the inland areas, and we're talking mid to upper 30s for the coast. There's a freeze warning for the areas in purple here, basically inland for Del Norte and northeastern Humboldt County, and a frost advisory from 10 o'clock tonight till 8 a.m. And I would not be surprised if we started seeing some more watches and warnings for other parts of Northern California. This is going to be a very cold night tonight and even into tomorrow morning. As you're heading out the door, be sure to bundle up. Even in the valley, temperatures upper 30s at 8 a.m. Looks like for the north coast, not much warmer at about 39 in teens, upper teens that is, for Modoc County. It's a dry start to the day for everyone, but some of us could see some showers here by early tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and it's all of this right here. That's what's heading our way. So let's take a look at Futurecast and take a look at the timing of that. Basically dry through the morning for everyone. By midday, the showers begin to move through, and by 5 p.m. Saturday, most of it is off in the northwestern portions of the state. Everyone else is still dry. This will skirt to the north. You'll notice the valley not getting in on any of that, although there could be a passing sprinkle tomorrow evening. But there you can see a little bit of snow flurry action out on Saturday night for Modoc County. So that'll move on out, and then another system comes in on Sunday, and we'll talk about that in more detail in our deeper dive forecast. But for tomorrow, look for temperatures basically around 60 degrees, 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and low to mid 50s out along the coast. Here's your 7-day outlook for the valley. It's dry through Tuesday. Showers, though, possibly on Wednesday for Redding, Red Bluff, and Chico, but not warming up a whole lot for next week. For the coast, off and on chances for rain each and every single day. That's also the case for inland and for Trinity County. But take a look at the mountains off to the east. Siskiyou County, yes, you're still seeing a chance for off and on showers each and every single day. But look at Alturas, off and on chances mainly Monday, and then again next Friday, same situation for the eastern mountains. So the big question is, why is Mount Shasta looking at a chance for rain almost every day, whereas Alturas, Modoc County, eastern mountains aren't? Well, that's the end of Kruger's QuickCast, and if you're done with the forecast, hey, have yourselves a great night and a great day. But if you want more detail on this long range, we're going to answer questions as to why some of us are going to see rain almost every day and others aren't. It's kind of an interesting story, so stick around here. Check this out. So it's going to be cold tonight into tomorrow morning. You saw those cold overnight lows. We'll take a look at those again here later on, but it's going to be an unsettled pattern continuing through the weekend. Not looking as warm and dry as we were expecting for next week, with an unsettled pattern most likely through next week. Big trough low pressure right here. That is what's bringing in that colder air. You've got high pressure to our east, high pressure to our west. That's where the warmer is, but warmer air that is. But that colder air is in place, and that's why it's a cold night tonight and into tomorrow. But also it's unsettled, meaning we could see a chance for a few showers from time to time. All right, let's take a look at Saturday again. So we're dry for the first half of the day. The northwestern parts of the state begins to see some of the showers. Now, one thing I want to point out is this. I want you to focus on Siskiyou County, northern Trinity County in particular, Humboldt County and Del Norte County. This area right here is where I think we're not only going to see the most amount of rainfall over the weekend, but next week as well. Everyone else, yes, there will be some chances for showers here and there, but it's not going to be very often. And we're going to explain why it's mainly the focus of the north and west. But there you can see again, there's that snow coming in for tomorrow night in Modoc County, a few stray sprinkles off along the coast. Now, Sunday morning, really Saturday night, Sunday morning, we're still seeing the showers here. Where? Right here, to the north and west, but everyone else is dry for Sunday morning. Let's take you into Sunday around noon. Now you can see a band of some heavier rainfall. This is a very weak disturbance, but strong enough that I think we'll see some heavier, more measurable rainfall for the northwestern portion of the state. And of course, where most of it is Del Norte County. But Siskiyou, Trinity, Humboldt, Del Norte, these 4 counties are where we're going to see most of the rainfall. Look at this, noon on Sunday, everyone else is still dry. Now, as we go through the afternoon, say around mid to late afternoon, the north end of the valley is seeing some light showers, snow still between 4,000 and 5,000 feet, Modoc County getting in on it as well. And as we go into Sunday night, it pushes eastward. Now the eastern mountains in Modoc County seeing showers with snow levels between 4,000 and 5,000 feet. Drying out in the valley, more activity off to the west here. And then we'll see more mountain possible showers here on Monday as well. So the amount of rainfall that we see, once again, Siskiyou, Trinity, Humboldt, Del Norte, and of course Del Norte in particular, seeing the most amount of rainfall, much less for the valley and off to the east as well through Sunday. Forecast snow totals, there's not going to be much, right? We're talking mainly a trace, looks like a little bit more as you head off into the Warner Mountains, but that's about it. So here's the overall setup, and I'm going to explain why things are changing for next week. Number one, this area of low pressure has been impacting us here today, and of course will as we kind of progress through the next couple of days. But that will start to kind of move off to the north and east and down to the south. This may actually pick up our winds a little bit here over the weekend too, but really not having a very big impact on our weather. In the meantime, we're tracking low pressure off over the Gulf of Alaska and high pressure that is going to be building in from the south. So these two features are something we have to watch very closely. Now, all this week, the long-range forecast models had this area of high pressure centered. See, this is what we call an axis, right? That axis, that ridge of high pressure, was pretty much right on top of us. And that's why any storms that are over the Pacific just couldn't make their way in based on the forecast model data through next week. That ridge of high pressure was pretty much the dominant feature next week. However, look what happens as we go into Wednesday. This is trying to move in. It's a very deep and strong area of low pressure, by the way. Not a very strong ridge, but strong enough to prevent this from really moving in. So what's happening is this. You've got the flow around that low. See how the jet stream is kind of aimed right at us? Look where that is, that angle. Siskiyou, Trinity, Del Norte, Humboldt counties. That's where most of the rain is going to be. And you'll see that when we look at the rain on Futurecast. But look what happens as we go into Thursday, Friday. That ridge starts to kind of retreat a little bit off to the east here. But it's still strong enough that it's preventing this low from really moving in. But we are seeing signs that near the end of next week into that next weekend, this will begin to push through and we'll see better chances for rain for everyone. All right, so let's take a look at that and what that means for rain and snow. So we're going to take you through the weekend. And there you can see, of course, what we're looking at here on Sunday. Of course, you got those showers here. Now watch what happens as we go into your Monday. Yeah, just a slight chance for some mountain showers here and there, but we've got our eyes on this storm system right here. So as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, there's Tuesday, not a lot of rain, but by Wednesday we got better chances for showers coming in. Now notice Wednesday, it does look like it makes its way just barely into the valley, Siskiyou County, and then of course to the north and west. Now this ridge of high pressure, this is the area of low pressure, right? This low pressure wants to shift eastward, but it's having a hard time because of this, and of course the storm in general. But watch what happens as we go into Thursday and Friday. You see how that kind of retreats back up to the north? That's because the ridge is building northward, and so what that does is that builds north and northwestward. It pushes the rain in that tilt, which was kind of over the valley. Now it tilts it this way. And now we're seeing less rainfall for many parts of Northern California. And then as we go into Friday, we're beginning to see signs that this low pressure and the storm and the rain associated with it will start to shift eastward and push that ridge out of the way. So hopefully by the end of next week into that next weekend, we're talking about the potential for some wet weather. All right, did you get all that? Let's take a look at some of the forecast rain totals that we expect. And again, I'm going to point out the 4 main counties: central western Siskiyou County, Trinity County, Humboldt County, and Del Norte County. This area right here, not only through the weekend, we saw through the weekend where most of the rain is, and that's what we're seeing here through Sunday. That's where most of the rain is. Now take a look as we go through Friday. Look where most of the rain is. That same area I was talking about in the bigger bullseye is over Del Norte County. But you see how we're seeing much less rainfall for the valley eastward? This is the main area because of that tilt of where we're seeing that jet stream and then eventually shifting back up north towards Crescent City. So all we have to do, and the thing is, I'm going to say this right now, there's a very good chance that next week's forecast is going to change regularly because the positioning of the high and the positioning of the low all depends on how far east or west this line, right, of heavier rainfall and less rainfall is. If we see that ridge of high pressure kind of break off a little bit, that low pressure moves a little bit more to the east, then maybe Redding and Red Bluff seeing more rainfall, maybe Bernie making its way into Alturas as well. But for now, it looks like it's mainly to the north and to the west of the valley at this point. Now the 10-day trend, if you remember, all this week we've been talking about temperatures getting mid to upper 60s by the middle and latter part of next week. Not going to happen now. We're certainly starting to see that cooler trend here. Now the wave heights are beginning to retreat on Saturday, so that certainly is some good news here. Going into your Sunday, they'll probably start to increase again with the approach of that next week system coming in. So your marine forecast for your Saturday, northeast winds at about 5 to 10 knots. There's a small correct advisory through this evening, but that will most likely be lifted by tomorrow morning. So again, we have the freeze warning from 10 o'clock until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning for the inland areas of Del Norte and northern Humboldt County, a frost advisory along the coast. All right, so let's take a look at our forecast again tonight, and it is a very cold one. Temperatures mid-30s on average for the valley, teens 20s to the north and east, 20s off into Trinity County, low 30s for the inland areas, and we're talking mid to upper 30s along the coast. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast for your Saturday. Low to mid 50s, showers late in the day Saturday, Sunday afternoon more showers, off and on continuing all the way through Friday. Again, it's that area where we're seeing most of that rainfall. Temperatures in the mid 50s, low to mid 50s, although we can see some upper 50s here for Garberville and Alder Point. Off and on chances for showers each and every single day for the coast. That's also the case for the inland areas with 57 degrees for Gasquet for Saturday and 55 degrees in Smith River. Siskiyou County, off and on chances for showers each and every single day all the way through the end of next week. And for tomorrow, temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Modoc County, different story. Your dry Saturday. Now Saturday night, you'll see those snow flurries, but Sunday you'll be dry. Monday, a chance for showers. Then maybe another chance for showers by that Friday or that next Saturday. The Eastern Mountains, same situation. You're mainly dry. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe a stray shower. Dry through a good portion of next week with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. For the Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting, we've got those temperatures upper 50s. Dry through the weekend, maybe a shower on Wednesday. Thursday a break, maybe another chance for showers by Friday. Up to the north, temperatures in the upper 50s, maybe some 60-degree readings out there. Not warming up a whole lot, but I do expect maybe some low 60s by Thursday and Friday. So your 7-day outlook for Redding, there you can see we're looking at dry conditions through Tuesday, showers on Wednesday, don't expect a lot, and then Thursday a break, and then maybe around Friday into that next Saturday, we're seeing the potential for some more showers. That's your evening update. Thank you so much for watching this week. Of course, meteorologist Chase Wilson will be in over the weekend to give you your updates at 6 a.m., noon, and at 6 p.m. throughout the weekend. So be sure to check in with him over the weekend for the latest on the forecast. And for next week's forecast, I'll be back again Monday morning at 6 a.m. and live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 a.m. Have a great weekend.
Barr & Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.